Did you have a tough decision you had to take kind of thing?
Tough decision I've had to make. I mean, it's like Colin said, you know, one of the things that we deal with on a weekly basis are these tough decisions. Every single day we come to the office and we have hard things to look at. And I'd say probably the toughest decision that we've made since I've been there is the decision to go forward with balancing.
Yeah.
You know, that is a very hard decision when you look at the fact that Anarchy Online has so many years of content and you say, screw it, we're going to change all of this. That's a tough choice to make. But at the same time, looking at the content that was there, looking at what we've had, we've realized that in order to continue developing, in order to continue progressing for another 10 years or more, we have to go back and fix the things that are wrong with the game. It's a choice that no one wants to have to make, but eventually you have to look at the mess and say, we've got to change this, we've got to fix this. It's a pain, it's a nightmare to deal with. Poor Danelle over here has been driving herself crazy working on this, but yet it's still coming together and it'll still be positive for the game in the future, no matter how much of a headache it is at the moment.
It's going to be a period of adjustment for everybody. But it's looking through this, we really were unaware of how many things were just simply outright broken. The first nano when NT gets on the island is the best one he's going to have for 30 levels. And that just doesn't make any sense at all. None of it makes any sense. There's whole lines of nanos certain professions have that just didn't even work. They were said they would do something, but they actually didn't do anything at all. Running around, people are like, oh, I got to put this on. Make no difference at all. So it's been really quite an amazing exercise to actually pass through and look at all of this information, all of this, all these data, all the data with the profession tools, and start to dig into items and really discover all the stuff that we've been broken for years. We never had an idea to look at. So it would have been much easier to just look at it and say, you know, we're not touching that. We're just going to run away. It's all broken, but we're used to it, so forget it. But if we want to go forward and progress and add meaningful content in the future, we have to really take it and fix it for things, which is not fun, but we're still doing it. You're not going to ask me a lore question, are you?
It's not lore, no, it's a little curveball. What's the most fun thing you've had in the game?
It's the most fun thing?
So you're the most proud of it.
Yeah, it's really dumb. And you know, you guys are all just playing field with that. My favorite single thing that I've added to the game over the years was the I win button. I don't even, it's like there's lots of content that I've made. I'm really I'm proud of it, I think it's good, but just in pure kind of simplicity, you put it on the ground, people click on it, and they win, or they don't. And people fly through the air, and they run and they do it again, and it's huge amounts of fun. There's no downside. There's no, this is easier for NTs to win than for soldiers. No one complains about it. It's just pure and simple fun. And I love the idea of a big red shiny win button. I want one for my arms. But that's my favorite thing. That's might be a little lame and not what people were expecting, but it's my favorite thing. Do you have a favorite thing, Brett?
Favorite thing? Honest to God, I'd say probably the favorite thing that I added to the game was when I first started working on was the lava. That was me coming into the office and literally 2 days after I got there, Colin taking me to a whiteboard that had kind of this crescent moon shape drawn on it and said, there's a boss here and a guy here, make an escort quest, go. What? Next thing I knew, 2 weeks later, I cranked out lava, and to this day, it's probably my favorite piece of content that I've made. I'm very proud of that. So.
It's a fun playfield, isn't it?
Yeah.
I also think I said good luck with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Oh, Alex? Nick.
That's about your short-term memory. Don't forget to provide me a Eckler doll to my daughter.
A Heckler doll for your daughter?
No, seriously, I want to buy a little hex.
Little Heckler doll. I don't have one, man. You're really big. If I had one, I'd give it to you. I could just tell him we can have one and we'd be like, get out of here. we don't have
on the site.
We'll talk to marketing. That's something they could get excited about.
That's what the least.
You had a question, right?
Yes, I have a question that is very important. Last time we saw you on video, you were wearing 2 watches on. What is the significance of that, and what effect will that have on the overall picture of the game?
I talked to you in the bar about I had a bracelet my wife gave me and a watch. It was not 2 watches, it was a bracelet.
Got any more news on the new player experience?
It's not done. It's not finished. There's a 65-page document that's been written about it. So there's a great deal of thought and effort that's gone into it. And now it's just a question of actually we need to find the time to make it. We've been digging through a lot of things one at a time. Actually, many kind of fights and arguments about what was going to go in there, because everybody has a very different impression of how easy we should make it, and how if you take it kind of too far into making it easy to get started in AO and progress, then we're kind of taking away a little bit about kind of what makes AO special. Like if we make, it's kind of like we're a bit of a niche product at this point. But at no point in the future are we anticipating, hey, I'm going to change the starter experience, and then we're going to kick at WoW's ass. We're going to have 4.5 million customers. It's not going to happen. This is a special thing for a special group of people. We're not trying to do something ridiculous. We're not going to try and change the entire flavor of the game. And if we change the beginning of the game to make it too easy, it's not going to make any difference. Because what's going to happen is people are still going to reach that point, right? Where, and everybody is, I'm sure everybody in this room had that point at some point in the game where they were playing and just went, well, what? I have implants? Are you kidding? I put 3 of these things, buy tray skill into that, and then put that on, and then put another one on, put another one on, put this one on, then I take those 2 off, and
Oh, you mean a Chinese puzzle?
yeah, there's going to be that point for everybody. So we want to still make it AO and sci-fi, keep the flavor of what the game is, but we, at the same time, we want to smooth the transition, because right now, you're tossed on the beach with no weapons and no nothing. And a lot of the people arrive in the game and they put their mouse over top of Brandon Thorne, and they haven't been in the game before, and there's a little red attack symbol. So a lot of people arrive and go, oh, I'm not doing that. and they run away. And they don't get any of their equipment, they don't get level 2, they don't know what they're doing, and soldiers running down the beach naked. That's a whole other game we're working on.
Is that a social game?
That's a social game. But yeah, we need to keep the flavor, and a lot of work is going into it, a lot of thoughts going into it, and it's gonna take some time, because it's got to be that first shining moment of what AO is, and the bar has gone up to what that is in every game ever since we started releasing games. Yes, sir.
During the 15 minutes of free time we give you a week, what games, not necessarily game titles, I don't want to put you in a box, what game genre other than AO would you prefer to play? Or what do you
TF2 and
I want to
Minecraft.
pass it up to everyone. What?
TF2 and Minecraft, that's about it.
Yeah, I played a lot of Team Fortress 2 myself as well, because I've had 2 kids over the last 4 years, and anybody with children here knows that that 3-hour raid is kind of out of the question now, unless you're doing it at 2 a.m. So games like TF2 really appealed to me, because I could play for 10 minutes, and if I had to quit after 2, no one cared. The largest really the correct word, game I managed to complete was Portal. Not the second one, the first one. So it's difficult to find the time. I really enjoyed that. I thought it had something new and different that we'd never seen in any other game, and I could complete it in sort of 4 or 5 hours. A lot of the other great products that are out there, like I really want to play Red Dead Redemption. It looks fantastic. But I know how many hours it's going to take me to finish that. And if I was walking into the movie store and it's like, wow, that looks really good. Oh, it's 63 hours. I would pick it up. Forget it. It's never going to happen. But for some reason, it's kind of an expected part of games.